What's up guys, Nathan here with 3G Lighting and this is your 3G Thursday. Last week, I briefly spoke about the topic of perimeter when it came to the RGBW technology inside of our linear fixtures. This week, let's expand on that perimeter catalog and the different options, the different insurances built into that product. Let's go. 3G's perimeter product has went through some changes over the last couple years when it comes to the overall construction of this product and of course, how it's installed on the job site. But the core values of our perimeter product remain the same. You still have your J channel, you still have your trim, your trimless, your grid sealing applications, you still have your end filler, but of course, market trends have influenced this product. We need to be flexible. What does that mean? First off, let me say that what used to be a formed housing is now extrusion. Why? Well, you'll see later when I talk about the end filler, especially when it comes to this product. But just like our linear product, you have trimless on the job you need trimmed, no problem. We can send you the flanges, you can simply screw them onto the housing itself. But what about regress? We have a lot of people that have asked for a flush regress or a 1-inch regress or a 2-inch, 3-inch regress. The same flange that you're using for your trim or your trimless in this case can be adjusted. It can move up and down on that fixture on the job site. Yes, we can set it from the factory, of course, day one, but again, it's screwed on. So you can simply remove those screws, and if you want to regress, meanwhile, it was originally set at 3 inches, simply move it down to your 1-inch regress. But I will say, once it's in your ceiling, especially with trimless, you ain't gonna be getting access to those screws to simply take a 1-inch and now move it to 3-inch. So you better think about that before you install the fixture. The installation of this product has not been touched when it comes to our perimeter product. You still have your J channel, which gets mounted, of course, to that wall or around the room that we're framing with our perimeter product. So once that housing goes up, just simply rests on that J channel to support it accordingly. You still have your hanging brackets on the backside of the fixture, which will go up to the deck, of course, to relieve the stress from that ceiling, whether it's trimless in this case, or your trim flange to properly frame that room. But this product is very simple to install. Very few parts go into this fixture to make it look 3G. Just like our standard linear product, my perimeter product is available in a 1-foot increment. But of course, not every room is built to a 1-foot increment. Things do change, and here we are going around the perimeter of that space. So with this product, we have to have the end filler option to give you that flexibility. And this is where an extrusion versus that formed housing comes in handy, because the job site needs to do some arts and crafts to the end filler of that product. Receiving your perimeter product, you'll see there's the main body and then the 1-foot end filler. But there's brackets on the backside and the underside of that housing that need to be relieved to get that end filler off of that housing. Also, there's a quick connect. So notice you do not have to remove any wires from our LED boards. It still uses our quick connect that a lot of people love with our fixtures. With your 1-foot end filler in hand, now it's time to remove the electrical component of this, the LEDs. 2 screws on the backside, you'll simply pull that out, place that aside. We do not want to touch those LEDs. Now left with an empty channel, you're going to want to remove those mounting brackets that we use to align it to the main body. Now, you're gonna have to do your measurements and then cut accordingly. But once you've done that, then you place the LEDs back in. But as I had a question recently, someone said, well, my LEDs are gonna be sticking out past the end filler. Yes, they are. Why? Because now there's a tucking action that happens on the main portion of that fixture. So once we replace those brackets and we put the 2 sections together, you'll notice your end filler will slide directly under the LEDs of the main body of your perimeter product. You now have a perimeter product fit for your space, and with a catalog of full options, I encourage you to jump online and check out the cut sheets for this product. But keep in mind that insurance, that 1-inch, 2-inch, 3-inch regress product that could be adjusted on the job site, no problem, as well as flush. But also keep in mind, as a specifier asked me recently, what's on the side? Does it go for the end cap as well? Yes, it does, because apparently some of our competitors only have it on one side. You have to have your 3-inch, or you have your 2-inch, or your 1-inch, your flush lens, not adjustable in the field, but also the end cap is totally exposed. So now you're having to cover up what's above the ceiling. So know that you have that adjustability, that insurance, as well as on the end cap with our perimeter product. That's some insight into our perimeter product, and that's your 3G Thursday. Jump online and check out the spec sheets. We'll see you next week.